All right, so in this video, I'm going to be talking about point slope form. It may look a little daunting at first, right? We have this point slope form. We now have a minus y1, a minus x1. Um, what I want you to do is I want you to think about this like it's y equals mx plus b, right? It's slope-intercept form, but we're starting at a different point, right? Instead of starting at the y-intercept, wherever x is 0, we're starting at a different point, namely x1, y1. And then in order to create the equation, we just need to plug and play into this formula. So if we look over here, we see that we have a slope of -2 through the point 1, 3. Well, so we know we're going to run through the point 1, 3. And if we have a slope of -2, that means for every 1 that we go to the right, we go down 2. So we can graph that line like that. Right? If you have a point and you have a slope, start at that point and then change according to the slope. And then to create the equation, we're going to use this formula over here. Y minus y1 is equal to x minus x1 times the slope. So that's going to be, so y here is our variable, so it just stays like that. Minus y1 is the specific y coordinate of the point that we're starting at. So it's the y coordinate here, so it is y minus 3. And that is equal to the slope here, which is -2, times x minus our x coordinate of our point. So x minus 1. So there's your slope there's your point slope form. Okay. So here we want same thing. We're going to be y minus our y equation is equal to -4/5 times x minus -2. And keep in mind our x here is negative. So we want to not lose track of that, meaning that when we subtract a negative, that's the same thing as saying this is x plus 2. And then how do we graph this? Well, we go to -2, 3, and then we talk about slope of -4/5. So we want to go over 5 and then down 4, and we can get a second point right there and connect that. Okay, and then over here we have a slope of 2 through the point -2, -5. That's going to be y minus -5 is equal to m times x minus -2. Oh, sorry, and we know m here. We don't need to write m. We can write the slope. We know it. It's 2. So that means it's going to be y plus 5 is equal to 2 times x plus 2. And now to graph it, we go to -2, -5, and then if we have a slope of 2, we know we're going over 1, up 2. We can plot all of the points like that. Boom. All right, so now we're just identifying. So remember our formula here is y minus y1 is equal to m x minus x1. So the slope here is the m, which we see to be 1/3. And the point y x1 y1 we can see is 2, 3. So we pull those straight from the formula. And now to graph, we know that we're at a point 2, 3, and we have a slope of 1/3, meaning that we have to go over 1 and down 3. So our line is going to look like that. Okay. Now over here, notice how there's no m value here, meaning that our slope is actually -1. Right? There's just a negative sign there. Nothing's written. So we want to have a slope of -1. And then what is the point? Well, the point is 2 comma -2. And you might be saying, well, wait, where did that -2 come from? This is a positive 2 over here. Remember, it's minus y1 or minus y1. So in order for y minus y1 to be the same as y plus 2, y1 has to be -2, because then y minus -2 is the same as plus 2. So that means we're at 2, -2. And then we have a slope of -1. So that's going to look like this. Awesome.